one of the biggest things that I think we've done really well at, especially in the last year, is asking, like you said, what does done look like? And then reverse engineering and being very realistic on what the time, how much
Yep.
time does it take for each piece of those things. And I will use an example of if you want to launch a low ticket offer, okay, how much time will it take you to create the offer? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us have gotten into our heads on that one and have gone into spirals for hours and hours? How much time does it take you to build the landing page to sell the offer? How much time does it take to build the automations to get the landing page to work once they check out? How much time does it take to write the emails? How much time does it take to even set up the offer, like create
Mm-hmm.
the offer to deliver it? And then how much time does it take to market the offer to drive the appropriate amount of traffic necessary for people to
Mm-hmm.
buy it? And all of that almost always in our world certainly is more than 20 hours that we're wanting to allocate in a week, right? Without
Mm-hmm.
getting very realistic about it's probably 40 hours from start to finish on getting that thing out the door.
Well, and this is where I think everything is so important, where you're not bouncing from idea to idea or strategy to strategy, and that you're really looking very closely if you want to add something into the mix or change
Mhm.
something in the mix. Does it really ultimately help you reach what done looks like?
Mhm.
Does it actually, or does it move the needle forward the way you want it to move?
Yeah.
And those are really important things to think about. And it's not just, well, someone said I need to do a low ticket offer that costs $9.99 and that addresses blah, 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 and that I need to do yada, yada, yada. And I remember, for a time, there were all of these, you have to have XYZ low ticket offers, blah, blah. And I remember actually buying a couple of those because they were $9.99. But when it came time to sit down and implement, I'm like, wait a second, this doesn't actually fit
Mhm.
with what I want to achieve.